Well, here we go again. Another episode of the Hole Up Project getting ready to fire off here. And our goal this week, if any of you folks out there remember putting the new POSI rear end in the old El Camino here, we didn't get to drive it. We drove it from the shop up to the house. POSI rear end with 342 gear instead of a 241 gear, and also put these other wheels on it. I think the roads are clean enough, at least to go drive it. So that's the goal in this episode. We're gonna go see if we have any gear howl noises. See if the POSI actually works. The last time I tried and I didn't think it was gonna work, those clutches and everything were dry. It didn't have any fluid, hardly, that had moved around in it or nothing. It's been sitting all winter. That short drive from the shop up to the house should have got some of the fluid up on them that they've been sitting in all winter. So that's, that's where that's at. And if you also remember, we put this lovely gauge pod in. And in order for us to go drive it, because I'm lazy and never completely finished this, I had to hook the water temp back up and get it shoved through the grommet and all that stuff. Well, here's where she needs to go in, and it doesn't reach. So yeah. So now what we have to do is take that gauge pod back apart and move the temp down one. I'm hoping that will give us, I didn't really want it on the bottom, but our water temp is here, oil pressure is here. So I'm going to switch these two, and I'm hoping that this little bit of a distance will give us enough to be able to hook that up there, and then I left this all loose or slack anyway, because we have to start it up and see if our connections are leaking back there behind the oil pressure. So that's what we got to do. I'm looking forward to pulling that thing back off of there. If you've seen that video, you knew what a struggle it was to get it where it's at. If you didn't see that video, go back and watch that. And also, if you haven't seen the rear end video in this car, you can go back to the fall and watch that. And that'll bring you up to speed. Close. Unless you want to see the engine build for this 355 that's in here, then you can go back even farther in the fall and watch that. So anyway, all that being said, I'm going to tear this back apart, move our gauges, and cross our fingers that our water temp will reach where it needs to go. All right, well, we've got this hooked up. We didn't move our gauge. There's enough slack in there, I guess, for right now. This thing's got all polyurethane mounts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up moving that gauge down, but for the purpose of this video, we're not gonna screw with it quite yet, because what a pain. So anyway, we are gonna move some of this crap out of the way here. Sorry, Impala, you're gonna be a shelf for a little bit. We got a cover on it. We got other crap up there. Yep, we got stuff all over the place. We got to get the battery hooked up and open some garage doors. And I got to finish putting these things on, but that's not going to happen right now either, because these have a metal collar in them and I can't fit them over these MSD boots. I got that one on after 40 minutes of struggling. But, everything we do here at the Hole Up Project is a struggle. So that's nothing new to anybody that's followed us for a while. So we'll get this stuff here hooked back up. And we'll go for a startup. It hasn't been run for a while. We'll need to tighten that other one up too. Let me grab the old home toolbox here. Well, these were all my tools when I was actually a mechanic. The stuff down at the shop is extra that I've bought, which that box is getting pretty full already. It's amazing how much stuff you can collect. If you give me a workspace, I tell you what, I will fill that sucker faster than you can even say go. And I'll make a hell of a mess doing it. Look at this mess. I was gripping golf clubs last night. Oh boy, just an absolute dumpster fire going on in here. All right, we hit the garage door. Let's see what it takes to get this thing fired up. I'll actually leave you guys out here. Keep an eye on this for me, would you? Make sure that thing doesn't start just profusely spitting coolant. I didn't put any thread sealant on it. Here we go. Anything leaking there. Oh, that one's probably on. Nope, we lost our lighting behind our voltage. try to move this out a little bit here. And see if we can sneak a peek in behind that for oil. Let me grab my flashlight here. Yeah, we got a drip. We got a drip. We got to pull this forward and snug that up a little bit. Well, can anybody see what the problem is here? If you can see the kink in the line, obviously that's from pushing it up into the other pillar. Just a bad design. I would just take this other one completely out if I knew I could attach this one to something. But there's nothing to attach it to unless you drilled a hole in the body, which I'm not gonna do. But you gotta have a way to hold this one up, and I think that's the whole design with this. But it is a terrible, and I repeat, terrible design. Steer clear. Okay, well, 7.5 hours later, oil is now in the second one up. Water is all the way down. This one's got a funky color starting in the middle. I don't know what that's all about. But that's neither here nor there. So those are in. Our line is run back up through. As you can see, we got a little bit more to where you can, I don't know, do something with it, kind of, give or take. I don't know, you know. So we can go for another startup and see if that oil line is still leaking. I did cut some of the end off of that to freshen the end up, but I'm worried about my little cone piece in there that might be warped. And if that's the case, then you know, we'll have to figure that out. But anyway, I left this out and we'll give her a go here. And it's leaking. Just what I thought. Trash.
Well, just as I thought. Trash.
Yep, you can see a drip right there already starting. Wonderful. Just wonderful. You know, we could drive this thing if we could get these leaks to stop. Oh, what a nightmare. All right, let me work on this. I think we got her. I had to hold the outside of this with pliers and tighten that to get it to seal. There's nothing to hold on to tighten that thing up. What a pain. But I don't see anything leaking, so that's good. What do we got up here? Nothing leaking there. As you can see, my power steering pulley is shaking and shimmying. Can you hear it? Yeah, I've got a new one. New pump. Okay. Oh, and we got our lights all working now. So now we got to put this all back together. And we might finally be able to take this for a drive. Thing just sounds good, doesn't it? I enjoy it. Still dry up here. That's good. Okay, let's try to get this back up in place now and try not to pinch our oil line or move it in a way that it'll cause that to leak again, which I'm sure we probably will. I'm sure if you even sneeze on that thing, it'll figure out a way to start leaking again, but at that point, we'll just let it run down the inside of the pillar and down to the floor until it collects, and then I'll suck it up with a shop vac. Oh. All right, she's uncovered. I'm gonna go through and check tire pressures quick, and then we will hit the road, go for a ride. All right, here we go. Get that tire rub. Oh yeah, manual valve body. Gotta remember that. Definitely tell the gear ratio is different. That is for sure. This ought to be fun. We'll kind of go just a quick little through town here. Guessing on speed. I have no idea how fast I'm going. It's nice being in third though and not having it coming in and out, getting all goofy. Have to learn my RPMs for my speed. try to get that kind of at least close. Got you guys on my turn signal. It's the only piece of metal in here to stick you on. Oh, this guy's gonna kill me, isn't he? Gramps, get her going. pressure's good, coolant temp's good, voltage is good. About 2,900 RPM, I have no idea. Let me see if I can get my GPS speedometer on. That's about 60. Definitely happier having that different rear end gear in it. I don't hear any noise coming from it. It's quiet. We'll give her the old turnaround up here. This truck behind me has had his turn signal on about 4 separate times and still hasn't turned. I don't think he knows where the hell he's going. All the traffic. Find a spot up here and lay into her a little bit. I don't want to go too far in case that power steering really shifts the bed on me. It'll be a bad day. We'll have to go back and look, see if we got POSI. It didn't feel like it. Left quite the smoke cloud though. We'll go up here and turn around. Hopefully that gas gauge is wrong, otherwise we've gone through a half a tank in about a mile and a half. We might have to stop and put a little gas in her. She's coming back up now. Definitely low though. Well, they filled in that pothole, that's good. Definitely gonna have to get the tire rub situation worked out. taking it on gravel. I can tell you that much. I'm gonna have to borrow this guy's driveway. Sorry, buddy. This thing doesn't like to turn very sharp. Oh yeah. Here comes the traffic. We're running low on battery on the old GoPro and I didn't bring a spare. Man, this car feels good. It's a lot of fun to drive, I tell you. We're down on the E on the gas, on the old gas. Yeah, we're gonna have to fill her up. All right. We'll come up on our burnout here in a minute. Definitely stopping to put gas in it. I don't know how well you guys can see with that sun in the sky, but we should be coming up on our black marks here, up over this hill, I think. I didn't feel her going sideways on me, so yeah, just one. There she is. Good burnout. No POSI though. That's really too bad. I don't know, maybe with a little more time driving it around, getting training fluid in it will help out. But I'm gonna shut you guys off, conserve some battery, and I'll see you after we get gas. All right, well, she made it, and actually only took 7.5 gallons of fuel. I got it pulled forward a little too far. Jesus, nice park job, stupid. 7.5 gallons, and I chirped it a little bit coming up the driveway here, and this one came in with it, so I don't know. Maybe just drive it for a while, see what happens. Otherwise, successful drive. I think we're no more leaking from the oil, so that's good. And we'll do a quick hood pop here. Make sure that everybody's happy up here. Yeah, I don't see any leaks from that. Should be good. Just good running unit. Good running unit. I need to get a hood still so I can cut a hole in it for the air filter, because I can't shut the hood with this on it. And this is already a low, whatever they call them, low rise, or whatever. It fits way over the top of the carb. It's supposed to sit down low or whatever. I don't know. I must have the peg cut too short even. I can't even find the damn thing. Anyway, appreciate all you guys, as always. Short little video here. I don't know what we got ourselves into with this channel, but we are getting close to 1,000. So if you guys would hook us up with a subscribe and a like, give those little guys a clicky. It doesn't cost you nothing. And yeah, let me get out of the darkness. Like always, appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one.